26 All-Star content is here in MLB The Show, and I'm just going to show off some of the stuff here. I know I'm behind, like I said I was, but if we take a gander here, I mean, look at this collection. You got a Jordan Alvarez here. You got weekend class stuff that your boy got absolutely destroyed because of that stupid June thing. Thanks for that one. The fifth inning bosses, where we got the dynamic duo back, which can't get them both, a free Yandy Diaz, and a ton of packs this Ryan Howard, and a lot of stuff. Here's the calendar that I want to point out, because I think there's be a lot of questions, and this is sort of just reiterating this. So in 2 days on Saturday, draft packs, so 2 packs, program conquest, derby stuff on Monday, showdown program pack, noon on the 14th, new ranked multiplayer and event, and then All-Star program and pack also on the 14th. And then that Friday is the rosters up and down stuff, or that Thursday rather. I don't know, we're doing stuff on Thursday. We're doing stuff on Thursday. So that's all coming soon. There's a lot to go over, so I'm just going to work my way from what I think is the least exciting to the most exciting. So let's go to assorted programs. Let's check out this, because I want to make this known, because my idiot mind wouldn't have gotten here. So you can get this nice Byron Chase player Buxton, who's worth a ton of stubs, for free. He is no sell, but look at him. He's beautiful. The vision's actually comparable. It's wild. He is a disgustingly good card that you can get for free while for doing this on paths on the way. This is going to take a while. 250,000 PXP with 2026 All-Stars draft for Home Run Derby players in Diamond Dynasty. Good luck with that. It's going to take a minute, but you'll get these probably pretty easy. I don't know why they made it $250,000. Just for reference sake, because I do think this is important, at least in retro. Just for all of us who are curious, this was the silver icon, was that. I don't know when I unlocked it. It didn't say, but I'm assuming it's pretty easy to get, considering I'm already past the milli. And almost to this, so I don't think this is as bad as it seems, but it might take a minute just because using one particular card. But remember, if you got this, you got $1 million, and you probably got it fairly quick. So probably not as difficult it is, but I wanted to lead off with that because I would have forgotten, and we're going to be working backwards anyway, so it works out for us. So in terms of Spotlight, this is the weekly stuff here. Leading off here with this Sean Keys. He is a pitcher. Or a batter. I'm sorry. Jeez Louise. First baseman, 97, 115 right, 74, 99 left. They have crossed over into the 95s. So get ready to see a ton of 95s now for tops now, which I think is really good for the game. A little bit more spice so they don't get capped. It feels better. He's the first one. The second one here is this Joshua Corda Gower. Rayower. Dude, names are hard for me. I'm so sorry. 102, 68, 125, 64, middling defense, but he's second, so I don't think it matters too much. Arm strength and stuff is great. If you play him at third, he's good. He's high contact. I wish he was a little faster, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. Now for the pack, the Yuri Perez, who say what we will about what happened, but he tossed 7 perfect innings, and I think they don't do a good job with these cards personally, especially now. Just throwing it out there, but he's a good card if you do get to pull him, and he's kind of cheap. He's only 22k, but I think that's mainly his all-star stuff. UCLA legend Garrett Mitchell makes his triumphant return. 107, 100, 97, 71. Good defensively, good speed. Can't really steal, which is interesting, but sneaky. I think he'll be a sneaky good card here. Very good defensively. The tops now cards out of the pack here are this Taj Bradley, 4-seam cutter, splitter, curve, sinker, alongside Gabriel Hughes, 4-seam sweeper, curve, circle change, 4 pitches, but I think his per 9s maybe make up for it. I really don't know. And then Cameron Cawley is the last one, a second baseman who can play everywhere and has really good defense, really good speed. Probably a sneaky good card that you're going to want because even arm is good. So we like these cards. If you like that Craig card, this will be good for you there. And the last one is Brian Rocchio. 194, 94, 75, can play shortstop and second base, good defensively, so you might slide in there as well. Again, do your moments, do all this stuff. I don't know when you're going to fit this in, because I think we're going to be doing mostly all-star stuff, but make sure you get that stuff done, because you're going to need it a little bit later. Hey, get a look here at this Ryan Howard card. The same thing, moments and missions and stuff. But here's Ryan Howard, 106, 116, 80, 100 for the Cornerstone Ryan Howard. You are going to have him done because when we do get the new collection, I think it's at the end of the month, you're going to need him anyway. So knock it out in passing. You don't have to do it right away. Just make sure you do it. Now for the theme stuff here, this is where I think things get interesting. This is a moonshot program to get Yandy Diaz, which you're going to need anyway. 120, 80, 111, 87, and defensively, but you're going to need him for the bigger collection anyway. So knock this stuff out anyway. I would say just get all the 100 because there's a ton of dudes here, and they're all going to be red diamonds. Welcome to the era of red diamonds. It's a lot of red. Another Pete Crow Armstrong. I'm going to make another video talking about all this, but let's just go through this. Let's start at what we're probably going to be seeing a lot of these 95s. Max Meyer, the representative for the Marlins here. Sweeper, slider, four-seam, circle change, sinker. You're going to have a lot of good cards. Truthfully, when it comes to this, I really don't like the fact that some of these are 95s. But on the pitching end, I don't think this matters as much as long as you can kind of make it work. I think you can make this work here, but the sinker being a lesser pitch doesn't really help, but he may be fun. Riley Green, 121, 103 right, 96, 80 left. Can move pretty well, left field, center. We'll kind of see how things go, but he might be a little sneaky. His swing's usually pretty good. Drew Rasmussen here as well. A cutter, four-seam, sinker, circle, change, sweeper. Very meta. Throws the two pitches. I think we care about the most pretty well on that. And a K per 9 thing will help a lot, so I wouldn't worry. Another PCA at a 95. It's not as good as the other one, but you're gonna need him for collection fodder. So do what you will with it. I think the numbers speak for itself. Just use the 98 you got last week. Luis Arraez, we're gonna know. Very high contact, very high vision, low power. Defensively, he's gotten better. He's shown that in the metrics as well that he has been better. So that's good on his part as well there. Brandon Marsh, former Angel legend, 115, 92, 87, 77. Good defensively-ish. Can run his first All-Star game, so I'm very proud of good old Marshy. Luis Varlin here gets an upgrade for his card early on here for 96. Good bullpen arm, four-seam, 5 pitches. I like out of the pen. A four-seam, an knuckle curve slider, and a sinker. Good per 9s across the way. Clutch 125. And green all the way. Nothing to complain about. Vlad, who won't be in there but was named an all-star because he said, hey, I didn't earn it this year, but I appreciate the voting. 170, 186. Defensively, he can kind of move, but again, it's first base. Don't matter. He's not playing, but he did get the card. Or just... I suppose. Now these are the mid. So this was base. Here's the mid round. There are a ton of mid rounds. So we're on to Corbin Carroll. 80 on the 80, 102 for the right fielder. 115, 82. Very good defensively. Good speed. Contact. I don't even know what to build him. He's all over the place. We'll figure something out for that one. Maximus Muncy here for the Doyers. 89, 97, 99, 107 reverse splits. Okay on the defensive side for a third baseman. I don't even know what to do. Build him how you want. Chase Burns, who's really coming to his own here as time has gone on here. Clutch is 125, four-seam, slider, curve, circle change, and a sinker. Not too bad of a pitcher here. You can honestly go any way you want with him in terms of mods. Best thing here. Adley, who I think has a really good swing. 105, 81, 95, 85. Very good defensively. Pop time in the 80s. Arm is really good. Hopefully he makes a decent return here. He is part of the rare round. Kevin McGonigal. Next one up here. 119, 78, 103, 80. Good defensively. Arm and stuff is okay. But we'll see how things play themselves out here. James Wood. 97, 112, 95, 100. Good arm. Decent speed. Defensively, he's in right field. I think it'll be fine. Chris Sale's a little funky. 4 pitches, four-seam, slider, circle change, and a sinker. Throws a lot of four-seamers. Get used to that and all that. So there's the pack cards there. Event rewind, so you can get this, sell them off, go nuts. And the deluxe pack, which is just that. So knock this out. It shouldn't take too terribly long as you go along here. Now, for these cards, these event cards, they're 2 separate programs that go into that go into one collection, I believe. So you get this William Contreras here right off the rip. Not too shabby, high contact, middling power. Starting off here 95, Eduardo Rodriguez. High per 9's pretty good. K per 9. You can do a K hit per 9. Four-seam circle change, curve, cutter, sinker. He's got the pitches. Sal Stewart, who I think has a really good swing. A lot of people like his earlier card. 94, 86, 86, 100. Defensively, he'll be fine over at first base there. Good arm if you need to move around. I love Matty O's swing, so this will probably be fun for me. 91, 11, 91, 95. Very good defensively, of course. Has the right field secondary, but I would just stick with first base. He can probably play the outfield fine, but a good left-handed hitter there. Riley O'Brien, sinker, sweeper, slider, circle change. I'm glad they're adding bullpen arms here. Good hit for 9 versus righty. Good clutch. I think he'll fit into a lot of players' bullpens. Logan Webb, who I thought could have gotten a card last week, didn't. I guess maybe this is why. Sinker, circle change, sweeper, four-seam, and a cutter. All really good, I would say. I consider the green good, closer to 100, even better. This is a decent card. You might see him a little bit. Hunter Goodman, catcher, 88, 116, 100, 105. Pop time is really good, I would say. The defense is mainly for in the field. I wish they did this defensive metric just as you're going to see it in the field because they're all secondaries. But if you need him by a K, I think he'll be fine. Little defensive model do it. Our 15th Christopher Sanchez card, sinker, circle change, slider, cutter. I still don't think he's very usable, which sucks, but it is what it is. The numbers there, I think he plays down a lot, but if you really want to try him, you're good. Go for it. Otto Lopez here. 107, 65, 125, 73. Good defensively, good speed for a shortstop. We'll sort of see how that plays out. And then last but not least, the Wananator, the Juan Soto. 116, 115, 104, 81. Defensively, he's not a toad. He's pretty decent out there. If you like the Juan Soto cards, I think it's kind of cool that Juan Soto got one. In the program. Now for the AL, we start off with a Joe Ryan here. Four-seam sweeper, no curve splitter, and a sinker. Again, I think when we're talking about these per 9s in the 90s, I'd say win. This fits that motif pretty well. You probably sneak him in there. I don't think the pitch mix is the best, but you can try. Another closer, Brian Baker. 3 pitches, so do what you will. That four-seam circle change and a slider. Hit per 9 is max, clutch is max. Maybe you can sneak him in there. I know a lot of people shy away from the 3 pitches. I'm kind of like, it is what it is. I think if you threw him in there, it might work. The best combination in baseball, I don't know if it works necessarily in video games, is speed differential. And speed differential here, 98, 85, 88. I think it'll play off pretty well. You might be able, I don't know if you're going to see the difference, but I think you can tunnel pretty well. Maybe you'll do something. Randy Rosarena comes back again. 110, 83, 106, 80. Usual with the Randy card, 65 speed, 85 stealing. Maybe you'll steal him. He kind of has a Kyle Tucker kind of build to him. Randy has a card. Parker Messick gets one. His card, I hate his card. It gives me fits, but everyone hits me off of it, so I don't know what to make of it. Again, talk about all the green there. Try him. People love him. Four-seam, circle change, sinker, slurve, and a cutter. I can't hit him, but I think a lot of it has to do with it because he has Scooble's motion. So there's that. Ernie Clement, the highest vote getter. Somehow. 118, 72, 114, 87. Good defensively. Speed is but he'll make a lot of contact before he can play a lot of positions. Next up, Miguel Vargas. 62, 85, 101, 116. Can go left, play third. I would say pinch hit him if you can, or DH him, but it's kind of nice that this guy does get a card. The guy who got a card last week, Jacob Lotz. We sort of talked about this. I think Chev mentioned it's like it's going to be kind of similar. It is. Do what you will with that. Four-seam slider, circle change, and a curve. I think a lot of this comes down to when you don't necessarily know who's going to be all-stars. And pitching's a little bit different, and the timing was weird, so they had to do something somewhere because they had to make sure all these guys get one. Dylan Dingler gets one. I didn't think he was named to the all-star. He might have been reserved, but he should have been the starter. 95, 103, 80, 85. Very good defensively. This might be my catch for a while, this Dingler. Pretty good. Justin Verlander, who said he was retiring at the end of this year. Four-seam slider, curve, circle change, and a sinker. Again, per 9s are pretty good. Hopefully he gets a better card. But it is have outlier on. And the last one, but not least, is Nick Kurtz with the 103, 110 right, 185, 95 left. Offensively, it doesn't really matter. He plays first base. Big swing for the big first baseman to do those. There's a bunch of moments. There's a bunch of missions. You'll get stuff by kind of just doing this here. Along the way here, there's multiplayer missions. So wherever you're really playing, you'll do it. And then you'll get guys along the way as you sort of rock and roll with this. There's some specific here like Fred Lynn, Bobby Dower, you know. There's some stuff you can do, Conquest, and then all that other stuff. So there's some stuff you can do to get this. Now, let's slide over to the inning program because there's a new inning. A lot of packs. There's a Summer Deluxe pack, more packs. And the first card here is Blake Baldwin, who you're going to get for free. If you're doing Weekend Classic, this will definitely kind of boost you up a little bit. 95, 96, 100, 109. Good pop time. Good blocking for Blake Baldwin, of course. Rising Rookies pack here as well. Some more packs. Headliner pack 13, which is Steve Finley. 15, which was Gary Carter. Aaron Judge is the pack card. 61 Vision. 92, 114, 91, 116. We know what Aaron Judge cards can do. An All-Star Game Deluxe pack. Live Series pack, and the bosses, who we said were the dynamic angel duo that didn't win Jack Diddley Squat. Shohei Ohtani, who is I don't think is a two-way Shohei. Is he? Oh, he is. Oh heavens. 108, 97, 92, 100 as the DH, and on the pitching side, forcing sweeper, slurve, splitter, sinker, release, and per-nines. I don't know who or what you're gonna get for listen, Angel fan. They're both ex-Angels. I don't know. 100 across the board for contact. 117, 105 for Trouty. It might be one where I'm gonna buy them. I'm probably gonna get them both. I don't have the subs for it. But you can kind of just make your way around here as things go along here and see what happens. There are missions to do that you'll probably get just by playing. Again, Weekend Classic is here, and generally you'll get a lot of stuff just by playing Weekend Classic as you're doing that. Now, talking about the Weekend Classic, I do want to talk about the cards that are there and how we can get it, because there are some grindable ways. So we know Chase card here. In terms of those guys, let's just go because that's probably the easiest way to do this. The Mizorowski, all that stuff. This might be. I'm gonna break this down as simply as I can. So Chapman is also one of these guys as well. Pretty disgusting sinker, four seam, slider, splitter. Damn near clutch on both. He's a Weekend Classic card right now. They're sitting pretty high. Will they come down? I don't know. Aussie Albies as well here. He's sitting pretty high. Pretty high for an Aussie card. 193, 120, 90. Defensively okay if you're going to get him there. Mizorowski, let's be honest here. Four seam cutter, slider, curve, circle change. He's going to be gross as well. These are all Weekend Classic rewards. I don't know if they'll eventually come down. I really don't know. I know there'll be more coming. When we talk about the collection, this will definitely be different, but I wanted to point that out that those are there. I will show you where I'm at, because post that stupid June thing, it decided to ruin my life because I was playing the sweatiest guys there. There you see where I'm at here. I'm in silver. Oh, I'm in silver. I'm happy. Boy, they did go by the highest. I'm so happy. This is where I wanted to be honest with you. So for me, I get one player. I think a lot of them get two, but I get the rewind at 3, which is kind of huge. So I'm not unhappy about this, and it does look like the top 10, 6 through 10, there gets a pack as well. I'm not really big on chewing all of it, but if I do play, which I probably will, I generally try to go 3 and 3, 4 and 2. We'll see what happens, but there are my rewards. I know a lot of them you get 1 or 2, so you'll have to buy one, but yeah, I ain't going 6 and 0, so you know that's gonna that'll end for me, and they'll reset it anyway, so I'm not overly concerned. Now let's talk about the other stuff here, as this video is going to be long. The mini seasons, the All-Star, or is it All-Star mini seasons, is for them. There are no cards. It's just a lot of repeatable stuff, from what I think they were saying. Yep, 9,000 XP, you get a pack, a choice pack, hits. I just want to see where like the All-Star stuff is. Naturally, it gives you a Premier pack for American League. For these are pitching, so you can run this back as many times as you want. A jumbo pack, it looks like. So it looks like every 9,000 XP you'll get a pack, which is good. You can run some stuff in there as well. I'm kind of glad that one doesn't have a card, personally, but maybe that's just me. In terms of the conquest, in terms of this, I think this might be repeatable if we're looking at it that way. It is, if you just capture all the territories, you can kind of just grind this if you want to. Kind of up to you. There's some deluxe packs and premier packs. So there's a lot of hacks there if you want to get it. But again, if you're kind of like, I want the easiest way to grind, maybe you can do that. I know once the draft one comes out, then for sure I would say grind the heck out of that. It'll be a way to make stubs for you as well. The showdown here, I don't know necessarily what the rewards are. I think it's just to get points, which is always good. It looks like there's 6 mini bosses to get to Christopher Sanchez. No cards, looks like, but it'll give you some points, so you can offline grind that. So keep that one in mind there as well. Now let's talk about the collection, because this is kind of the big thing. 43 cards. So again, they'll be adding more to this, but you get a Mason Miller at 15. Disgusting Mason Miller at that. Slider, four-seam, circle change, sinker. Cam, Schiller. Four-seam, sinker, cutter, curve, slider. Disgusting man as well. Look at him. 120, 125 clutch. Bobby Witt, who we all know and love. 96, 82, 113, 71. Defensively pretty good. Speedy as heck. And then Jordan, who is absolutely also gross. 116, 116, 105, 115 defensively. We'll figure it out. You need 43 cards. I think this will be added to this one. It might not be as daunting. I would say just grind as much as you can, work it out, see what happens, because you know you'll get some packs. They'll give you more packs and more cards anyway. A lot of it are mid-round cards, so we'll sort of see how this kind of plays itself out as things go along. But remember, sometimes it's more of a marathon than a sprint, so plenty of stuff to worry about there. And I think we covered everything. Maybe I missed something in the shop. Did I? I don't think they beta headliner that came out, right? June Spotlight. Oh, they did. Trevor Story's still there. Yeah. And the chase card we know is that there is this thing. Don't buy it. You're not going to get anything out of it. If you're worried about getting Byron, do it from that legacy thing. That is the best way to do it, honestly. Don't worry about anything else. And again, that's all of it. It only took us 22 minutes to get here. That's a lot. There's a lot to do. And there'll be more coming. So this isn't even the beginning nor the end of it. This is like the prologue. Alright, that's all of it. There are all the All-Stars. This seems like every team got one. And there'll be more to coming. So if you're sort of like, oh, it's going to take me forever, don't really worry about it. If you're playing Weekend Classic, it'll help out a ton. I suggest you do it anyway. It'll give you some free rewards anyways if you do it. Plus, it'll help you along the way. But you got an extra day anyway, so you can grind a couple of days and play. It's all good. Don't worry about it. I know it's intimidating, but I always recommend you doing it just because you never know. So let me know down below. What was your favorite card? Are you excited for this stuff? It does seem like there's a lot of duplicates because all we've really gotten are just current players, not really legends. So we'll kind of see how this thing plays out, but there'll be more cards coming. So all that being said, I think it'll be an interesting weekend, and plus live content throughout the next few days, which is always good. So all that being said, have a fun weekend, and I'll see you guys back here. I'll probably make another video tomorrow sort of talking about everything and playing things out and see how things go. So that being said, my name is Specs. I'll see you guys all in the next one.